my name is Kate Simmons. I am the Public Information Specialist for Rancho Water. I've been here a little over 2 years now with the water sector, and how you kind of end up there. It is one of those, kind of one of two. Either you follow the water world and you have that pathway into it and you're determined to get into it, or you kind of fall into it and then you end up loving it and realizing what a great career path it is and how vital it is, and then you become passionate about it. And for me, it was the latter. I went to school for art and art history and graphic design, and kind of followed that path through various careers of events and artistic pursuits, graphic design, all those kind of things. And then was looking to kind of get into a more stable career, something that was a little less chaotic and up in the air, and found public affairs and marketing and with Rancho Water, and it just fit really well. I get to work with kids a lot. I do a lot of education outreach and social media, and that's just really fun and positive, and seeing kids learn and grow and come to appreciate water and water conservation and how important it is for our planet is really fulfilling for me. I think with the water agency and water sector, there's a lot of different important and kind of pivotal things that you can take in. And with my job is in public affairs and public information, I feel like I pull constantly from different aspects of professionalism and different career practices, whether it's, like I said, graphic design or art. And then I also need to pull from kind of educational knowledge, and then outreach and personal experience. And then also I need to know a lot of the technical side of water, and knowing how our industry works, how the sector works, how water travels throughout California or through our areas, and what we use as an agency locally to distribute water to our community. And so there's a lot of different aspects to pull from, I think, and really pivotal things. While you don't necessarily need to have a whole water major to get into, say, my area of public affairs, it really helps to take some classes to give you a background knowledge, or to at least be interested to learn. There's a lot of different ways of learning, hands-on ways of learning as well when you get into the career. But I think that you can really pull from a lot of different aspects. At least I have to for my position, to be able to bring it all together, to have successful outreach and communication, and using those different skill sets and being adaptable and versatile with how you learn, and then with how you output your information. I wish I would have known a lot more actually about the water agency and just the different opportunities that can be found within a utility agency and a water agency like this. When I was a student, it was a career path. I think it's one of those things, especially with like a trade or a utility, where you're kind of told that it's one thing and they only need, they need people to work on pipes and work on water and get everything set up. And it's a lot of construction based focus when they speak about water agencies. And I don't think that you're really told a lot about everything else that it takes. Just like any other company, really, it takes so many other aspects and areas to create a successful company and a utility. And it is an essential that everyone needs, and water is everywhere and everyone needs water. And so it creates a really great, stable career path and company. To be prepared for water related careers, I think it would be really important for students not only to see how those careers function and how those places function and what they need, but also to know more about it, whether that's through outreach or educational through classes specifically that teach about the water industry. And I think, in the past, trade school has become such a negative term for careers and for student pathways. And it's such a positive thing, and it's such a necessary thing to all of our communities. And so to adapt that kind of trade outlook and the directions that those schools tend to go into with utilities and those kind of focuses, and bring them into the fold of a traditional school system would be really important. Offering those water related classes, water history, the journey of water, all those kind of basics that is really great for anyone in the water industry to know about. Being in the water sector, I guess you could say, it's a really positive experience for me. being able to work with water and work here with Rancho Water has just been, from day one, has been such a positive experience that I enjoy coming to work. I enjoy what I do, and having that ability to do something positive for our community and get the information out there for local residents, and also beyond that, being able to share how important water conservation is with students and with local people, and especially even online, being able to get out there and use different creative tools and ways of communicating with everybody about water, and being able to share that has been a really positive experience for me working there, and it feels good. And so I feel like it's a lot easier to get up and go to work when you really enjoy what you do and you enjoy the atmosphere. And I think that water people are really unique. I know a lot of people in different career types have, say that they have a really unique community within their profession, but I haven't run into a bad water professional yet. I feel like everyone, especially at my agency and every agency that I've worked with or spoke with, is just, they all enjoy what they do. Everyone is so positive, and I think that a lot of that comes from being able to do such positive things for the community, to keep such an essential utility available for everybody, and be able to share that. So being part of the water careers and water agencies, it's easy and it's fun and it's really enjoyable. Even on the tough, busy days, it's still really rewarding and fulfilling, and I think that makes a big difference in what I do every day, and my joy of coming to work and my ability to kind of get up and go into what I'm doing. And so that's been really great.